Hey, I'm Jim Search, and welcome to Understanding Upstate, the podcast dedicated to exploring what makes upstate New York such a unique place. Each week, my co-host Rob Adler and I dive into a new upstate topic to better understand what's up upstate. And this week, we are clocking in at the OG tech company, IBM.
I be excited. How about that?
Wow. W-O-W. That's what I got.
I mean, that was just off the cuff too.
Yeah, you're just
not pre-written, believe it or not.
You're just heating up. You are
That's
just heating up right now, man. I feel it. We got another one here.
we sure do. And this is I think this is one of the last big really big upstate companies we've had on our list. There's like a couple more, but in terms of your Kodak level companies,
sure,
IBM's the last one and maybe the biggest. I think.
I was gonna say this is a pretty large company and pretty significant and located right here in upstate New York, baby.
Yeah. Hey, you know what is located on the internet?
What is it?
It's a lot of positive reviews of our podcast. And you can add to those by giving us a 5-star rating, writing a positive review, and within that review, you can throw out a suggestion for a future topic that you would like us to cover. Ooh, I just thought of one, Jim. Maybe I'll write a review and throw in my own suggestion in there. I'm just going to say it, Jim. The birds of upstate New York. There's some birds that are specific to upstate New York that I might have a tattoo of one of those birds. Maybe we'll get into it.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to hear that episode, you should go write a review because Jim seems unconvinced. But if you recommend it, we might do it.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah. I think it's got wings.
I see what you did. We talk about the state bird. We can, there's plenty to do. Plenty to do there.
Sure.
Let's also throw out there, you can fly on over to understandingupstate.printful.me and grab yourself a t-shirt for this hot weather we got coming up the way, You
got a lot of outdoor activities in upstate New York right now. What better than an Understanding Upstate t-shirt to complement the heat that upstate brings? You can embody that in apparel.
There you go. Great. We got some great options there. A couple different colorways, couple different logo options. It's pretty great. And Jim, we also have a pretty great episode, I think, today.
We do. I mean, this is certainly as far as significance as in technology, this is one of the big players. And also I even learned a lot in the research here of how much IBM had to do with modern culture. I knew about them, obviously, because I'm an upstate kid. But, what we're about to hear and find out is pretty interesting shit.
Yeah. And again, big player, also big upstate employer. They're, obviously a big international company, but again, their roots are in upstate New York, and they've been a large part of the the state economy for sure, and shaped a lot of communities. We've come up before for sure in different topics when we're talking upstate. So, shall we get into it?
Let's go. And away we go. IBM was founded in 1911 as the Computing Tabulating Recording Company, CTR. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue like IBM. A holding company of manufacturers of record-keeping and measuring systems. It was renamed International Business Machines in 1924 and soon became the leading manufacturer of punch card tabulating systems.
International Business Machines and Computing Tabulating Recording Company are some of the most like first draft names I've ever heard. Hey, International Business Machines. Perfect.
Which it doesn't sound, it sounds more real than Computing Tabulating Recording Company, but also not real.
It sounds like you're getting interviewed and you're trying to obscure your identity. Like, hey, what? Yeah, who do you work for, sir? International Business Machines.
Yep. And then you run away, right?
Exactly. Oh shit, that's not believable. I got to get out of here.
This is what International Business Machines is like. If you typed into AI, like, hey, will you give me a title for my company?
Sure.
AI would give you International Business Machines.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, International Business Machines in 1924 was renamed and soon became the leading manufacturer of punch card tabulating systems. During the 60s and 70s, the IBM mainframe, exemplified by the System 360 and its successors, was the world's dominant computing platform, with the company producing 80% of computers in the United States and 70% of computers worldwide. Embracing both business and scientific computing, System 360 was the first family of computers designed to cover a complete range of applications from small to large. So, essentially, from your calculator all the way up to your, gigantic mainframe, IBM had their hand in it. Now, IBM debuted in the microcomputer market in 1981 with the IBM Personal Computer. Its architecture remains the basis for most personal computers sold today. The company later also found success in the portable space with the ThinkPad. Since the 1990s, IBM has concentrated on computer services, software, supercomputers, and scientific research. It sold its microcomputer division to Lenovo in 2005. IBM continues to develop mainframes, and its supercomputers have consistently ranked among the world's most powerful in the 21st century.
All
Boom.
right.
So that's a little precursor of IBM, and we'll get into now the history of IBM. So we'll start from the 1910s to the 50s. IBM was originated with several technological innovations developed and commercialized in the late 19th century. Julius E. Pittrap patented the computing scale in 1885. Alexander Day invented the dial recorder in 1888. Herman Hollerith patented the electronic tabulating machine in 1889. And William Bundy, Binghamton's own, invented a time clock to record workers' arrival and departure times on a paper tape in 1889. And they all formed like Voltron. And on June 16th, 1911, their four companies were amalgamated in New York State by Charles Ranlett Flint, forming a fifth company, the Computing Tabulating Recording Company, CTR, based in Endicott, New York. The five companies had 1,300 employees and offices and plants in Endicott and Binghamton, New York, Dayton, Ohio, Detroit, Michigan, Washington, D.C., and Toronto, Canada.
Well, let's fast forward a little bit to World War II. Shall we, Jim?
Oh, this gets wild, man.
Sure does. World War II, so we're going to talk about the Nazis, who made extensive use of Hollerith punch cards and alphabetical accounting equipment, and IBM's majority-owned German subsidiary Deutsche Hollerith Maschinen GmbH, which supplied this equipment from the early 1930s. This equipment was critical to the Nazi efforts to categorize citizens of both Germany and other nations that fell under Nazi control through ongoing censuses. So, not good.
No.
That's not good.
I would say it's bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll say it's even bad.
These census, the census data was used to facilitate the roundup of Jews and other targeted groups and to catalog their movements through the machinery of the Holocaust, including internment in the concentration camps. Edwin Black contends in IBM and the Holocaust that IBM's dealings with the Nazis through its New York City headquarters persisted during World War II. Nazi concentration camps operated a Hollerith department called Hollerith Abteilung, which had IBM machines, including calculating and sorting machines.
Boo!
Yeah.
Bad news.
IB not liking this, Jim.
Yeah, I can understand why.
Yeah.
You know,
IBM as a military contractor produced 6% of the M1 carbine rifles used in World War II. So, getting money from both sides.
Sure.
What a business strategy there, IBM.
Capitalism, baby.
Indeed. About 346,500 of them between August 1943 and May 1944. IBM built the automatic sequence-controlled calculator and electromechanical computer during World War II. It offered the first commercial stored program computer, the vacuum tube-based IBM 701 in 1952. The IBM 305 RAMAC introduced the hard disk drive in 1956, and the company switched to transistorized designs with the 7000 and 1400 series beginning in 58. The 1400 series was the first to deploy over 10,000 units, making it the most successful computer device at the time. I assume these all cost a lot of money.
Sure.
In 1956, the company demonstrated the first practical example of artificial intelligence when Arthur L. Samuel of IBM's Poughkeepsie, New York laboratory programmed an IBM 704 not merely to play checkers, but to, quote, learn from its experience. That's in 56.
Yeah.
In 1957, the Fortran scientific program language was announced.
So, this AI business, we've been actively for a long time trying to get computers to just be like us.
I mean, they just want someone to play checkers with. I think that's benign. They're not saying, "Hey, we need shittier art." You know?
Well, this is the bedrock of it. This is
true.
the beginning of it.
That's true. All right, let's flash forward to the 60s through the 80s here. In 1961, IBM developed the Sabre reservation system for American Airlines and introduced the highly successful Selectric typewriter. Also in 1961, IBM used the IBM 7094 to generate the first song sung completely by a computer using synthesizers. All right, so shitty art wasn't for fun. I stand corrected. The song was Daisy Bell, also known as Bicycle Built for Two. I might have picked a snazzier tune.
Sure. One that's a little bit more on the charts.
Yeah. The recording is now in the United States National Recording Registry. In 1963, IBM employees and computers helped NASA track the orbital flights of the Mercury astronauts. A year later, it moved its corporate headquarters from New York City to Armonk, New York. The latter half of the 1960s saw IBM continue its support of space exploration, participating in the 1965 Gemini flights, 1966 Saturn flights, and the 1969 lunar mission. IBM also developed and manufactured the Saturn V's instrument unit and Apollo spacecraft guidance computers.
They're basically like, hey, do you guys just want to forget about that whole Nazi thing? Cool.
I mean, there have been some Nazi scientists,
Yeah.
used in some rocketry at some point, Jim.
Yeah.
It's all hand in hand.
Yeah. But my point being that, like, this was the wag the dog esque vibe of, hey, what if we just do some American shit and maybe people won't scratch the surface of it, but
Sure.
then if you do, then obviously, like you're saying, you would see that Nazis and America actually have a lot in common. To the two people who want to do a little bit of research.
Indeed. Let's see. Let's go to IBM violating antitrust acts in 1969. The United States alleged that they violated the Sherman Antitrust Act by monopolizing or attempting to monopolize the general purpose electronic digital computer system market, specifically computers designed primarily for businesses, and subsequently alleged that IBM violated the antitrust laws in IBM's actions directed against leasing companies and plug-compatible peripheral manufacturers. Interesting. It's kind of like Apple and their Lightning versus USB-C connector peripheral plugs. A tale as old as time. Shortly after IBM unbundled its software and services in what many observers believed was a direct result of the lawsuit, creating a competitive software market. In 1982, the Department of Justice dropped the case as, quote, without merit.
Well,
okay.
They said you did what we asked, and so now we don't have a case. So
yeah, I mean, they dropped it. They dropped it quite a bit after, but seems like the IBM was broken up regardless. Also in 1969, IBM engineer Forrest Perry invented the magnetic stripe card that would become ubiquitous for credit debit ATM cards, driver's licenses, rapid transit cards, and a multitude of other identity and access control applications. I didn't know that.
That's what I'm saying. They had their hand in some technology that we see today.
So they had their hand in all of our pockets,
and in every sense of the word, and wallets.
Yeah. Let's see. IBM pioneered the manufacture of these cards. Yeah, why wouldn't you? You invented it. And for most of the 1970s, the data processing systems and software for such applications ran exclusively on IBM computers. In 1974, IBM engineer George J. Laurer developed the Universal Product Code. IBM and the UPCs. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
IBM and the World Bank first introduced financial swaps to the public in 1981, where it entered into a swap agreement. This is not the first time UPCs have come up. I believe we talked about UPC, Universal Product Codes, in our Wegmans episode.
Yeah.
Because I think Danny Wegman sits on the board or something of the UPC, the
UPC cartel.
Yeah, seriously. That's ringing a bell. There was something fascinating in that episode about the UPC organization. I think all the grocery stores got together and they figure out what gets categorized as cereal and what gets categorized as grain product. Like,
right.
Weird shit. Go check out that episode. It's a pretty good one. if you want more on UPCs.
Which you might.
You might.
I can't speak to what you like or don't like.
You might. Let's see. In the early 1970s, the examination department of the South Vietnamese Ministry of Education contracted with IBM to computerize all examination records for registration and application forms to certificates of admission and necessary statistical data. By 1974, all subjects in South Vietnamese high school graduation exam converted to multiple choice questions. Answer sheets for the multiple choice exams were ordered from the United States, and candidates' papers were graded using an IBM 1230 machine. The graded papers were then transferred to an IBM 534 machine for punching. These punch sheets were fed into an IBM 360 machine to read the scores, multiply by coefficients, add up the scores, calculate the average scores, standard deviation, convert raw scores to standardized scores, and calculate the admission ranking. Is this Scantron? Did IBM invent Scantron?
I feel like they have. I mean, they really did create a world where they made machines that would do. They created a system where they essentially cornered the market on machines that would do all of the things that these South Vietnamese high schools needed. So
they needed 3 machines to do it. That's pretty fun. Sure, why not? Just keep adding on. You're gonna need the IBM 360 to really read these scores. Yep.
Smart.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the 90s, shall we, Jim?
Sure. In 1991, IBM began spinning off its many divisions into autonomous subsidiaries, so-called baby blues, in an attempt to make the company more manageable and to streamline IBM by having other investors finance these companies. These included AdStar, dedicated to disk drives and other data storage products, IBM Application Business Systems, dedicated to mid-range computers, IBM Enterprise Systems, dedicated to mainframes, Pennant Systems, dedicated to mid-range and large printers, Lexmark, dedicated to small printers, and more. Lexmark was acquired by Clayton and Dublier in a leveraged buyout shortly after its formation.
This is answering a lot of, as I've grown up, I've been into computers, different, pretty tech savvy.
Sure.
And along the way, I'm like, why the fuck does IBM only make, computer chips and shit? They used to do everything. They were making printers. They're just like, get this shit out of here. Go, yeah. Lexmark, just go make printers on your own. God damn it. We don't. Those things are junk anyway.
We don't have time for that. We want to just we've done it all. We've seen it all. Yeah. We've heard it all. We've done it all. Well, in 1997, Deep Blue, a chess computer created by IBM, beat the chess world champion at the time, Garry Kasparov, in a 6-round match following standard tournament rules.
I feel like Deep Blue is still... I feel like you hear about Deep Blue every so often. I think it's... I think it might be still kicking around.
Yeah.
Maybe there's just Deep Blue Mark 8 at this point.
Still out there crushing it.
Yeah. I wonder if Deep Blue is a upstate New York resident.
Good. I mean, there's crazier residents, I must say.
That's true. It's at National Museum of History, one of its 2 racks. And the other is at the Computer History Museum that is not in upstate New York, so I'm going to stop talking about it.
I would have offered that there are plenty of robots in upstate New York, so...
Sure. Sure.
Here you go. In 1998, IBM merged the enterprise-oriented personal systems group of the IBM PC company into IBM's own global services, personal computer consulting, and customer service division. The resulting merged business units then became simply known as IBM Personal Systems Group. A year later, IBM stopped selling its computers at retail outlets after its market share in this sector had fallen considerably behind competitors Compaq and Dell. They just didn't have catchy phrases like, dude, you got a Dell. That's their fault. Immediately afterwards, the IBM PC company was dissolved and merged into IBM Personal Systems Group. In the 2000s, IBM collaborated with the Chinese defense contractor Huadi to develop the Golden Shield Project, a large-scale policing and surveillance project in Beijing. The systems was reportedly used to monitor online activity and target groups such as Falun Gong, the Uyghurs, and other individuals considered security risks. Man, can't stay away from fascist governments watching people, man. Just can't do it. Moths to flame.
Jim, I be not surprised at this point.
Sure. It is kind of come to the territory. Continuing a trend started in the 1990s of downsizing its operations and divesting from commodity production, IBM sold all of its personal computer business to Chinese technology company Lenovo, and in 2009, it acquired software company SPSS Incorporated. Later in 2009, IBM's Blue Gene supercomputing program was awarded the National Medal of Technology and Innovation by U.S. President Barack Obama. So, that brings us from 2010 to present. In 2011, an IBM-owned artificial intelligence program called Watson was exhibited on Jeopardy! Where it won against game show champions Ken Jennings and Brad Rutter.
I remember Watson. I remember that shit.
Put in some work, man.
Yeah.
Can't beat the machines. It's almost as if there was a movie about that. They made some sort of Judgment Day. I can't remember. Anyway. The company also celebrated its 100th anniversary in the same year on June 16. In 2012, IBM announced it had agreed to buy Connexa and Texas Memory Systems, and a year later, it acquired SoftLayer Technologies, a web hosting service, in a deal worth around $2 billion with a B. Also, that year, the company designed a video surveillance system for Davao City. Of course. In 2015, IBM announced 3 major acquisitions: Merge Healthcare for $1 billion, data storage vendor CleverSafe, and all digital assets for the Weather Company, including Weather.com and the Weather Channel mobile app. I can't figure out what the conspiracy is there and why those specific ones, but it's there.
Sure.
It's there. Also, that year, IBM employees created the film A Boy and His Atom, which was the first molecule movie to tell a story.
What? What is a molecule movie? I need to know about Boy and His Atom.
I've
seen this.
You've seen the movie?
I don't. It's not a feature film. It's an animated short where they use atoms to make basically a stick figure of a boy.
Sure.
And there's another little atom that acts as like a ball. It's like stop motion animation. Which, hey, you know what? It's better than making another surveillance system.
Yeah.
Go make some goofy YouTube shit.
If you can do that, I'm okay with it. If you roll this activity over into something else, I'm not mad at you. In 2016, IBM acquired video conferencing service Ustream and formed a new cloud video unit. In April 2016, it posted a 14-year low in quarterly sales. The following month, Groupon sued IBM, accusing it of patent infringement. Ooh. 2 months later, after IBM accused Groupon of patent infringement in a separate lawsuit. Ooh.
That's about... 2016 is probably Groupon at the height of its powers.
Right.
I feel like it fell off pretty steeply after, right around then, too. So maybe they, maybe they didn't win.
Yeah, they fell mighty. In February 2020, IBM's John Kelly III joined Brad Smith of Microsoft to sign a pledge with the Vatican to ensure the ethical use and practice of artificial intelligence, AI. I don't know if such a thing exists, but I digress. On March 7th, 2022, a few days after the start of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, IBM CEO Arvind Krishna announced that, quote, "We have suspended all business with Russia," end quote. All Russian articles were removed from the IBM website. On June 7th, Krishna announced that IBM would carry out a, quote, orderly wind down, end quote, of all operations in Russia. Huh. So we think they're on the right side of history. You just wait. You just hold on to that. Because in April 2023, IBM acquired Manta Software Incorporated to complement its data and AI governance capabilities for an undisclosed amount. On April 16th, 2023, IBM suspended ads on Twitter after ads were found next to pro-Nazi content.
I mean, in 2023, you were surprised about that? That's not like...
I mean, yeah, and also like it took you that long. Okay,
yeah, that's pretty late in the game.
Yeah, okay. Societal pressure. In June 2025, IBM was named by a UN expert report as one of the several companies, quote, central to Israel's surveillance apparatus and the ongoing Gaza destruction, end quote. Just can't stop with the G words, man. Nope. Just love, they're in it for the love of the game. On December 8th, 2025, IBM announced a deal to acquire data infrastructure company Confluent for approximately $11 billion. Where do they get all this money, man? Like,
yeah,
just like, what? Just
that is
give lot. It to me. Just give it to me. The deal closed in March 2026 and was expected to help further advance the company's interests in AI.
You already got a computer that can win chess games and a computer program that can win Jeopardy. What more do you need?
Yeah, what are we doing?
You know? That you've achieved the heights of humanity. And just end it there.
And yet we're still just plowing through. IBM is nicknamed Big Blue partly because of its blue logo and color scheme, and also in reference to its former de facto dress code of white shirts and blue suits. The company logo has undergone several changes over the years, with its current 8-bar logo, designed in 1972 by graphic designer Paul Rand. It was a general replacement for a 13-bar logo, since period photocopiers did not render narrow as opposed to tall stripes as well. IBM used Helvetica as its corporate typeface for 50 years until it was replaced in 2017 by the custom-designed IBM Plex.
That's insane. That's like, that's a basic ass font for one of the biggest companies in the fucking world. Like, yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough.
Well, we'll do that. IBM has a valuable brand as a result of over 100 years of operations and marketing campaigns. Since 96, all right. Since 96, IBM has been the exclusive technology partner for the Masters Tournament, one of the 4 major championships in professional golf, with IBM creating the first Masters.org in 96, the first Course Cam in 98, the first iPhone app with live streaming in 2009, and the first ever live 4K ultra-high definition feed in the United States for a major sporting event in 2016.
I feel like a course camera in 1998, that is actually like, holy shit, you can watch it on your computer.
Yep. You could be anywhere. You don't need to be tethered to your home. As a result, IBM CEO Ginny Rometty became the 3rd female member of the Masters governing body, the Augusta National Golf Club. IBM is also a major sponsor of professional tennis with engagements at the US Open, Wimbledon, the Australian Open, and the French Open. The company also sponsored the Olympic Games from 1960 to 2000 and the NFL from 2003 to 2012. In Japan, IBM employees also have an American football team complete with pro stadium, cheerleaders, and televised games, competing in the Japanese X League as the Big Blue.
What?
I didn't know that. And
what?
that's wild. That's very different. Uh,
That is,
that's a culture. That's a culture.
huh? They go back to 1976. They were founded as the IBM Thinkers, and then in '89 changed the name to the Big Blue.
I wonder if how the Giants feel about that. But
Yeah, there you go. It's very. I don't know if you're familiar with either of the rollerball films.
I would be lying to you if I said I did.
There's one with James Caan from the '70s, and there's another one that McTiernan, who directed like Predator and Hunt for Red October, made. And it's basically corporations rule the. It's like this future dystopian kind of movie.
Mhm.
Corporations rule the world, and the only source of entertainment is this sport rollerball, and they're all company teams. It's just weird that there's like professional IBM team in Japan. But I digress. That'll be a rabbit hole I go down later.
Sure. Well, Rob, talk to us about the people and the culture of IBM.
Well, let's first start with some employees. It is among the world's largest employers with over 297,900 employees worldwide as of 2022, and with about 160,000 of those being tech consultants. IBM's leadership programs include Extreme Blue, an internship program, and the IBM Fellow Award, offered since 1963 based on technical achievement. Notable current and former employees. Many IBM employees have achieved notability outside of work and after leaving IBM in business. Former IBM employees include Tim Cook, Apple CEO, Ross Perot, former EDS CEO and presidential candidate, Tom Tillis, U.S. Senator, Scott Walker, Governor of Wisconsin, Vincent Obstinik, former U.S. Ambassador of Slovakia, Arthur K. Watson, former U.S. Ambassador to France. I feel like that's a list of some not good people.
Yeah.
That's yeah. Scott Walker is not cool.
Not a cool dude.
No, not at all, Jim. Not at all. I believe. Oh yeah, he was elected governor just as I graduated college from Wisconsin, and I was glad to be leaving. Not just because he was elected, but it was, it was part of it. Other former IBM employees include NASA astronaut Michael J. Massimino, Canadian astronaut and former Governor General Julie Payette, noted musician Dave Matthews.
Yeah.
What?
That's wild.
Yeah, that's weird. Harvey Mudd College president Maria Klawe, Western Governors University president emeritus Robert Mendenhall, former University of Kentucky president Lee T. Todd Jr., University of Iowa president Bruce Harold, NFL referee Bill, I can't say the name Bill Carollo, former Rangers FC chairman John McLeland, and recipient of the Nobel Prize in Literature J.M. Coetzee. Thomas Watson Jr. also served as the 11th national president of the Boy Scouts of America. 5 IBM employees have received the Nobel Prize. We got Leo Esaki of the Thomas J. Watson Research Center in Yorktown Heights, New York in 1973 for work in semiconductors. Gerd Binning and Heinrich Rohrer of the Zurich Research Center in 1986 for scanning tunneling microscope, and George Bednors and Alex Mueller, also of Zurich, in 87 for superconductivity research. 6 IBM employees have won the Turing Award, including the first female recipient, Frances E. Allen, 10 national medals of technology, and 5 National Medals of Science have been awarded to IBM employees.
So,
lots of awards.
Some real strong, some key players here.
Indeed. But you might wonder, what kind of workplace culture did these employees, were they surrounded by?
What is life like on the day-to-day?
Well, employees are often referred to as IBMers, and once an IBMer, always an IBMer. IBM's culture has evolved significantly over its century of operations. In its early days, a dark or gray suit, white shirt, and a, quote, sincere tie constituted the public uniform for IBM employees. During IBM's management transformation in the 90s, CEO Louis V. Gerstner Jr. relaxed these codes, normalizing the dress and behavior of IBM employees.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. The company's culture has also given to different plays on the company acronym IBM, with some saying it stands for I've been moved, based on frequent relocations. I thought it meant like emotionally moved.
Sure.
That's funny.
Sure. Emotionally, I've been sent somewhere.
Sure. But yeah, based on frequent relocations, others saying it stands for I'm by myself, pursuant to a prevalent work from anywhere norm, and others saying it stands for I'm being monitored. Sorry, I'm being mentored. I'm being monitored also is
right.
I misread that, but you know what? I think it's the most accurate.
Sure.
But this is saying it stands for I'm being mentored in reference to the company's open door policy and encouragement for mentoring at all levels. Similar IBM backronyms. Never heard that.
I haven't either.
That term before. Backronyms exist within the industry, such as Computer World producing a badge labeled "It's better manually," implying it would be easier to use a paper-based system than a computer. The company has traditionally resisted labor union organizing, although unions represent some IBM workers outside the United States. What a note to end it on, Jim.
Yeah, strong close.
Mm-hmm.
Very strong close there, for sure.
Well, yeah, I'm not too surprised to learn any of these things with, again, like kind of IBM looms large, but they're a little shadowy. Like who can say exactly what IBM does these days? And it sounds like not a ton of good things.
Well, they try and do good things up front, and then that slowly gives way to things just being bad.
Yeah. Well, hey, we got magnetic strip credit cards, Jim.
Yeah, we got that.
How about that? That's
thoughtful.
I actually had to use the magnetic strip last week for the first time in a long time at the DMV. So, that was exciting. Felt nostalgic getting to go right through,
Feels different.
Yeah, I don't want to tap or insert the card. I just want to swipe that fucker just
there you go.
Right through.
Swipe the day away, man.
Yeah, man, it felt good. And you know what? I'm from here on out. I'm only swipes, Jim. I'm not talking about dating apps because I'm married. I'm talking about credit cards.
Sure.
Only swipes.
Only swipes. No taps of the phone.
No.
Let it be. I respect that.
Yeah. Well, I respect when fans rate and review the show. Also when they subscribe, because all those things helps us out a lot. Share an episode with a friend. 5-star rating. Write us a positive review. Throw in a suggestion for, a Upstate surveillance company you would like us to talk about in a future episode, and we will do it. We will do it.
We really will.
Grab a t-shirt at understandingupstate.printful.me. Again, we got some great options there. Speaking about great options, I feel like you have some things to recommend.
Oh my gosh, I do. All right, so check this out. Like, let's say you're playing for your company football team. It's weird, right? They have a company football team and you are killing it, right? You're killing it and you are at the top of your game and you're just like, well, I want to like invite the other players over. I'd love for them to just like tap into the roots of upstate New York, right? It's what you like, and you want to share that with people. Well, this is how you do it, all right? Is you go and you get yourself a copy of Upstate Understanding. It is my comedy album. It is a absolute delight. It's an absolute treasure. You will love every minute of it. Jimsearch.bandcamp.com is a place to pick up the physical copies. There's about a few CDs left. They actually have moved as of late, which is pretty rad.
Nice.
So you be part of that wave. It is a celebration of jokes and upstate New York. I gave you the jokes. Rob gave you the edits. My man Matt gave you the video, and Adam gave you the cover. So you do all that, and you're on your way. Then you go to jimsearchcomedy.com. There, you're going to see all the things about me, where you can find me, telling jokes and shit like that. That's always a fun ride. And follow me on social media. I'm at Jim Search. It's a good ride. If you like polo and Western beef and 90s hip hop, I'm probably going to be the guy for you. And yeah, that is, and also like email us, understandingupstate@gmail.com. Throw us an email, man. Love to hear from the Speedy Freaks and Rattlesnake Pete's out there, in upstate New York and worldwide. So yeah, go ahead and do all that. Rob, they've done all that, but yet and still, despite this downturn in the economy, still have disposable income. What can they do with it?
Jim, let's just say you got the IBM 1230. You have the IBM 534, but you do not have the IBM 360. So you're going to be manually multiplying your own coefficients, adding up your own scores, and calculating your own average scores with standard deviations and converting them to raw standardized scores. All on your own. It's a lot to do. You just couldn't afford that IBM 360, but you could afford my album, New York Sticky. And you know what? All of those coefficients are going to fly by like nothing. You're going to be fine. It's going to be a breeze. You're not even going to miss the IBM 360 because you have a great bit of music in your hands and in your ears. So go pick that album up at brooklynfrequency.bandcamp.com. Link in the description for that and everything else we have talked about. Jim, speaking about talking about things, we need a little hint for what we're going to be talking about next week.
Well, here's what we're going to do. We have a full-ass concert ahead of us. Bring your popcorn or Speedies. It's up to you.
Like it. Well, that just leaves us with a little up pun to get us on out of here. Are you ready for it, Jim?
Let's go.
I just got word that there's a little bit of a monopoly with this company that I learned about, so I need to go break it up. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
There it is. Understanding Upstate is a podcast hosted by Jim Search and Rob Adler, edited by Rob Adler, and music from Regal Monk.